on my life, I'm going to fight you and fight you hard. And it's that fighting spirit that's going to take back this world, and you've got it out there. Briefly, before I get back into the news and the special report, this ad that I just cut impromptu yesterday that Rob Jacobson put together, I think is a really good ad because it says it all. And I was thinking just last week, why just have Valentine's Day be about roses and, you know, going out to eat and standing in line and trying to get a reservation? Why not make it about human empowerment? It's not just about men and women loving each other. It's about humanity loving ourselves, building something better. So every February, and I intend to make videos about this and stuff, not just a pitch for super male or super female vitality, to really make February, and maybe it'll get picked up on, at least here to our millions of listeners, Human Empowerment Month and a celebration of George Washington Carver and Beethoven and Leonardo da Vinci and Moses and just all the other amazing type people that have come along. George Washington. So instead of Black History Month or White History Month, how about Human History Month, Human Empowerment Month? And it's a great way to start is by getting juiced up on high-quality herbs and things that'll basically block out and supercharge and stop the globalist onslaught to a great extent. I am powered by super male vitality. I take it now religiously a couple times a day. Take it easy when you first start taking it because it's really hardcore. And just consult your physicians. It's 20% off in the month of February. So is a super female. Super female is the same formula. It's just got a few extra herbs in it that turbocharge women and aren't so good for men, I guess you could say. But some men like to take the super female. It's got the scientific name of one of the herbs, but it has a very crass name. One of them has to do with goats. But the point is, this is not a game. It's the real deal. And it's the ultimate Valentine's present. So let's go ahead and play this new ad. The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. And there's also InfoWarsHealth.com. That is our longevity site where you can sign up and get free shipping and things like that and get discounts if you become a distributor. Things like $10 to sign up. And your purchases there also support the broadcast. A great gift to give is the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, totally organic. So many people have mineral and trace element deficiencies. The Pollen Burst is excellent. Best energy drink out there in my view. And it's got the bee pollen, other great stuff in it. Talk about supercharge, InfoWarsHealth.com, and the phone number is also on that site, InfoWarsHealth.com, InfoWarsTeam.com, or 888-789-9277, 888-789-9277, InfoWarsHealth.com. But seriously, try the Super Male or Super Female Vitality. You're not going to be disappointed. No one, we've had zero complaints, other than like once a broken bottle or something wanting it replaced. I mean, it's oxy powder, no complaints. Unbelievable what it's done for my intestinal tract. You've heard the reviews. Just go buy the products, supports the broadcast. It'll support you. It's a win-win. We appreciate and salute you for your support. Now, I'm going to skip this network break coming up because I want to go to this Bill Ayers piece, and then I want to come back and get to Brian Williams, ahead of Gerald Celente, joining us. But you need to understand, just like the media put out the headline that I called this news anchor a whore, knowing women would think I was calling her a physical whore, I called her a media whore, and then I defined that she was sold out to the company. You call anybody that sells out to corruption a whore. Oh, that guy's a whore. He'll do anything for money. And I said she's a media whore pimping out her audience. So they took it out of context. Why not? Why didn't she just claim maybe she's a helicopter commander? Or maybe she's an astronaut, like Brian Williams. It's the same group, NBC. Let's go ahead and go to this piece on another person that I think's a liar. I think that's fair to say. I mean, Bill Ayers said the red star on a black background on his website has nothing to do with communism. I mean, he's one of the most famous living commies. Of course, I mean, it's ridiculous how they insult us. So when I had Rothschild on, the head of the Rothschild dynasty, I got him on because he had a book out. And he started trying to get off once he figured out who I was. He thought I was Alex Jones of the New York Times and the Shorenstein Center. That's happened a bunch. And once I got him on, he tried to get off. And I go, why are the ice caps on Mars melting if ours are melting? And he goes, because it's closer to the sun than the Earth. No, it's not. But he thinks my audience is dumb. It's the fourth planet out, ladies and gentlemen. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Then the gas giants. Then the Kuiper Belt. I mean, look, it doesn't work. We know 2 + 2 = 4. We know raising the debt limit raises the debt limit. We know everything's not awesome. Oh, America and freedom's awesome. You people trying to screw it over aren't. Let's go to this Bill Ayers report. Infowars.com. We're posting it right now on Infowars.com as well. Bill Ayers. Is he a terrorist? A communist? Question mark. A liar?
A bomb exploded early this morning in the Pentagon, and left-wing terrorists telephoned newspapers to say they were responsible.
We felt pretty grim and pretty determined at the same time that we were going to see this thing through.
At midday, the Associated Press got a phone call from a man saying he was with the Weather Underground and that bombs would explode at the Departments of Interior and Agriculture and the Smithsonian before the day was out.
The sense was that we had to do whatever we had to do in order to stop the war.
People calling themselves members of the Weather Underground last night planted bombs in federal office buildings in Washington and Oakland, California.
We figured out how to use guns and how to use bombs. I mean, we taught ourselves, we trained ourselves how to do it. Some people felt, literally, that the bigger the mess we could make, the better.
Credit for the Capitol bombing was claimed in a letter received by the Associated Press today, signed by the Weather Underground.
The Underground Weatherman organization claimed responsibility for the San Francisco and Sacramento bombings.
The explosion destroyed one of the Pentagon's 140 women's restrooms and blasted out a wall on the 4th floor.
And I've been quoted again and again as saying, I don't regret it. And frankly, and saying, I don't think we did enough. And I don't think we did enough.
Bill Ayers, thank you so much for coming on with us today. Again, BillAyers.org.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard of that, but that's fascinating. I'm so bewildered about what you're talking about. I didn't know he was doing that. I had no idea.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
You've got these great theories, but I don't know. We're not talking the same language. But this is news to me. I have no idea what you're referring to. Again, I know nothing about George Soros. I'm not sure what that means, Alex. I don't know what you're referring to.
I see nothing. I was not here. I did not even get up this morning.
I have no idea what you're referring to. I don't know what are you referring to? Never have been. I don't know what you're referring to. Who are you talking about? And I don't even know what that means. I hear your paranoia eking through, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Because you know what I'm going to do with all this. We're going to take this live interview and then take clips of what you're saying and then show them throughout. That's the whole point.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I see nothing.
Well, where do you want to start?
They estimated that they would have to eliminate 25 million people in these re-education centers. And when I say eliminate, I mean kill. 25 million people.
Then let me just start with communism itself, because most communists say they're socialist, but then when you get around them in person, they start telling you about violent overthrows and the plan to take over. Do you endorse the type of communism we saw in Russia, in China, or how would you really describe yourself?
Well, the answer to your question is no. But, I've been a person who my whole life as an educator, I've opposed the notion of labeling people in a simple-minded way. But yes, I am opposed to capitalism.
In recognizing a communist, physical appearance counts for nothing. If he openly declares himself to be a communist, we take his word for it.
I think that we should downsize the Pentagon by about 90%. I think we should stop the war industry. I think we should stop arming the dictators and petty fascists all over the world. I think we should become a nation among nations, not the uber nation, not the controller of everything. So in that sense, Alex, we've already found a point of unity.
Very good tactics about getting a point of unity. Why, if you were a Greenberg